Have you ever wondered, why is it that the man who was called Al-Amin, the trustworthy, by his own people, is now often portrayed as a villain in today's world? How did the most merciful, the kindest, the most selfless man in history become the most misunderstood? Today, I want to share with you who the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, truly was, beyond the headlines, beyond the stereotypes, beyond the misconceptions. Part 1. Introducing his character. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, wasn't just a leader. He was a husband, a father, a friend, a neighbor, and above all, a servant of Allah. When people insulted him, he didn't insult back. When they threw garbage at him, he didn't retaliate. And once, when he finally gained victory over the Quraysh, the very people who had tortured him, killed his companions, and driven him out of his own city, he didn't take revenge. Instead, he stood before them and said, "Go, for you are free." Who does that? Who forgives at the moment of ultimate power? Part 2. Real-life examples of his mercy. Let me give you some examples that history cannot erase. Once, an elderly woman in Mecca used to throw garbage on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, every single day as he walked past her house. One day he noticed she didn't appear. Concerned, he went to check on her and found her sick in bed. Instead of showing anger, he showed kindness. He visited her, cared for her, and prayed for her well-being. That woman was so touched by his compassion that her heart softened towards Islam. Another time, a Jewish funeral procession passed by. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stood up. His companions asked, "But he was not a Muslim." The Prophet, peace be upon him, replied, "Was he not a human soul?" This was his heart, a mercy to mankind, a mercy even to those who rejected him. Part 3. His love for his ummah, us. And then there's his love for you and for me. Did you know that before he passed away, his last words weren't about power, money, or revenge? They were prayers for his people. He kept saying, my ummah, my ummah." On the Day of Judgment, while every prophet will be concerned about themselves, Muhammad, peace be upon him, will be the one falling to his knees, begging Allah to forgive us. What kind of love is this? Who else would think of you, centuries before you were even born? Part 4. Breaking the misconceptions. And yet, today, people call him violent. But history tells us he forgave the very people who tried to kill him. People call him oppressive. Yet his last sermon declared, "O people, treat your women well. You have rights over them, and they have rights over you." People say he spread Islam by the sword. But when he entered Mecca as a conqueror, with thousands of followers by his side, he didn't seek revenge. Instead, he announced, "No harm will come to you today. You are free. Tell me, what kind of conqueror forgives his enemies at the height of power?" My friends, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is not who the media makes him out to be. He is not who the haters portray him to be. He was and always will be the most merciful, the most truthful, the most compassionate man who walked this earth. If you truly want to know him, don't look at the headlines, look at his life, look at his mercy, look at his love. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see why billions of hearts beat with love. When they hear his name, Muhammad, peace be upon him, and peace be upon you.